R. Kelly created and occupied a position of outrageousness that kind of masked everything that was happening behind the scenes.
By now, you've either seen or heard of Lifetime's Surviving R. Kelly 6-part docu-series. It's hard to stomach.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to watch this one. And from what is being called a sex cult to all the signs that pointed to R. Kelly's sexual misconduct, E.T. is here to break down the top most shocking confessions from alleged victims,
the biggest red flags, and the Mute R. Kelly movement sparked after years of outrageous behavior with underage girls.
When the door flew open on the bus, Robert was having sex with Aaliyah.
Okay, so fans are upset that the late Aaliyah was included in the docu-series, but I feel like this relationship is a big piece of the puzzle. It's just the beginning, and it's one of the biggest red flags.
Absolutely. He was 27 years old when he secretly got married to a 15-year-old Aaliyah. Eventually, that marriage was annulled by her parents, but she was just 12 years old when they met.
Exactly. And of course, we don't know all of the details when they met, but married at 15 is really young. Now, Aaliyah's family has spoken out about claims made in the documentary, and they are denying all claims.
Boy, be brave, don't be afraid, 'cause tonight we're gonna go all the way.
So some other red flags are that he produced music for Aaliyah that addressed a teenage girl trying to go all the way with an older man.
I know, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number is a very classic song, but when you listen to the lyrics, it's all there in plain sight. Now, R. Kelly also talked about how he was molested as a child between 7 and 14 by a family member. As some experts have said, sometimes trauma can spill over, but I don't think that that's really an excuse here. We're just giving you background.
Yep. And R. Kelly's explicit music and raunchy performances were hiding in plain sight, calling himself the Pied Piper of R&B, leading children away from music to never be seen again.
It makes me sick to my stomach, guys. Like,
it really does.
It's just so much to take in, and if you guys watch, you know exactly how we're feeling. Now, one of the most heartbreaking confessions comes from his ex-wife, Andrea Kelly. A lot of victims have spoken up about claims that they experience isolation, manipulation, abuse, but Andrea opening up about her attempted suicide is so sad.
And I remember going out on the balcony and climbing up on the ledge. Like, God, I can't take another day. I can't do this anymore. He had taken me to a place that I was willing to leave my babies.
I cannot even begin to imagine being in an abusive marriage for 13 years with children who had to live through the child pornography cases. That literally sounds like a living nightmare.
Absolutely, and something else that came out as far as a shocking confession, Andrea almost lost her child, Robert Jr., during delivery due to the stress from those trials. I mean, guys, this, like she said, is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's because of you, Robert, that my children were told they can't sit at the lunch table because your daddy rapes little girls. You can deny all you want to, and for that, you can go to hell.
R. Kelly's former backup singer Sparkle also came forward, identifying her 14-year-old niece shown in the viral sex tape.
It shouldn't have happened. I should have never introduced her to him. Like, how dare you? How dare you?
I think this was the part of the docuseries that actually made me shed tears, because she really is taking on a burden, and that's something that she has to live with as an aunt introducing them. But many had mixed reactions about another alleged victim, Lisa Van Allen's confession. She is, of course, R. Kelly's longtime girlfriend who performed sexual acts with Sparkle's niece. Now, they started dating at 17, and she claims that she stopped messing with Sparkle's niece when she found out that she was 14. The internet has spoken for itself, but guys, it was really just tough in general to watch these victims come forward. So E.T. spoke to Sparkle about the docuseries, and here's what she had to say.
What did you think while you watched the tape?
I was disgusted. I was heartbroken. I cried. I yelled. I screamed. It was so disheartening because Robert and I were like brother and sister, I thought.
So since the series has aired, stars have been coming out in droves, speaking out in outrage, joining the Mute R. Kelly movement. Included in those celebrities are Chance the Rapper, Neo, and Tank.
And now Jada Pinkett Smith has come forward. She's a little confused because streaming sales for Spotify shot up after the docuseries, and I'm just as confused as Jada.
I really would like for you guys to help me understand what I'm missing, even if I'm missing something that I don't necessarily agree with.
John Legend, who appeared in the docuseries, also took to Twitter. He wrote, "To everyone telling me how courageous I am for appearing in the doc, it didn't feel risky at all. I believe these women and don't give a about protecting a serial child rapist. Easy decision."
While there are a lot of stars who are outraged by this docuseries, there are still some loyal R. Kelly fans who feel like this conversation is old. It happened decades ago. He has not been convicted. And it's sad to see that society sometimes puts the musician and the music over someone else's personal life when it's as outrageous as these claims have been. Yeah. I mean, it just makes me sick.
Me too. And we are in a new age. You know, this is the age of believing the survivors, believing the victims. And I think that's important. And I think we need to stop supporting the musicians and the artists and the people in general who are hurting people. This
Absolutely.
is just, time's up.
Time is up, exactly, Hal. Now, there's still a lot to unpack here. Of course, ET will keep you updated with the latest as more details and reactions surface over this series. R. Kelly, of course, has denied all accusations brought against him and has never been convicted of these crimes.
But in the meantime, be sure to subscribe to All Things ET. Until next time, I'm at Hallie_Stevens.
And I'm at Courtney_Tesano. Bye for now.